大家好 Welcome back to Edupedia World Videos. We are now at lesson 24.1, which will continue the dialogue we just left off at the previous lesson. Alright, so the lesson outline is pretty straightforward again. It is just to continue what we paused in the previous lesson as we are talking about Chinese tea culture. In this lesson, you will learn many different tea types and also a bit of origin of Chinese tea. Alright? So we are continuing on Xiaoling's and Kevin's dialogue. They were talking about they enjoy having tea in tea houses, and they started to talk about tea culture. So Kevin continues the conversation. He says, tea is originated from China. It is a part of Chinese daily life. 凯文说，茶起源于中国，人们日常生活。茶起源于中国，人们日常生活中离不开茶。And Xiaoling continues, she says, Chinese tea may be classified into 5 categories in general. 小林说，中国的茶通常分为5种。And Kevin asks, which 5? 凯文问，哪5种？ And 小林 says, green tea, black tea, oolong tea, flower tea, and compressed tea. 小林说，绿茶、红茶、乌龙茶、花茶、紧压茶。Okay, so that's the end of the conversation, and I know there are quite a few new words here and also new terms, so let's look at them one by one. Kevin continues the dialogue, and he says, as he talks about Chinese tea culture, he says, tea is originated from China. 茶起源于中国。There are 2 new words here, so let's look at them. The first one is yuan. Yuan is origin. This is the pinyin yuan, and the radical is this one, what's on the left there. So the arrangement is horizontal because you have left and right component. Let's look at how to write yuan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 strokes for this word, yuan. You may have noticed that this radical you have encountered it quite many times before, but it's usually related to water. And in fact, this word is usually related to the source of water. So other than the meaning of origin, it has the meaning of source. Okay? Not just water, but also many other sources. But in general, it's also used in other sources and origins. The next word is yu. Yu is quite a common preposition. It is usually used for destinations and also locations. Okay, we'll cover this more in the future. It is difficult to understand with just one example, but as we encounter more in the future, you understand how it's used. Okay, it has the same meaning as in other prepositions like 在 and 自, okay, which is at or from. But for now, let's look at these examples. This is the pinyin yu, and the radical is this one, and so the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write yu. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 strokes for this word, yu. Okay, the whole sentence, 茶起源于中国. Okay, let's decipher this. Cha is tea, as you have learned in the last lesson. 起源 means origin. Okay, it is used as a noun in general, but in this context, it is used as verb. Okay, and then 与 is a preposition, and it has the indication that it is from somewhere. Okay, 中国, as you have learned, is China. If you want to use another preposition, you can also use 自. Okay, that's the 自 is as in bicycle, 自行车. Okay, as you have learned that 自 it can be self, but it can also mean from. Like as you say, I'm from Germany, you say 我来自中国，我来自德国。Okay, so if you want to say 茶起源自中国, it makes sense. But you can also use 与 in this context. This is a rather new kinds of usage, so just remember this, and we'll have more examples in the future that you know how to use it. Let's see what Kevin has to continue saying. I left off a very big chunk, so I need to pause this. Let's see what Kevin has to say. Next, he says, it is a part of Chinese's daily life. In Mandarin, he said, 人们日常生活中离不开茶. The whole sentence structure may be quite new to you, but let's look at the new words first. So the first one here is 活. 活 means to live, the state of being alive. This is the pinyin 活, and the radical is this one, what's on the left there. So the arrangement is horizontal, as you have left and right components here. Let's look at how to write 活. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strokes for this word, 活. Okay, the next word is 离. 离, it has the meaning of leaf. This is the pinyin 离, and the radical is this one, what's on top there. So the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write 离. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 strokes for this word, 离. Okay, let's decipher the whole sentence. So, 人们, it may sound new to you, but you have learned the individual words before. So, 人 means human or people. So, 们 is used as in 我们, 你们. It's like the plural form. So, 人们 is like the plural form of people or persons. So, to say 人们 is to say people in general, all the people. 日常生活 is daily life. So, 日, as you have learned previously, it's day. Okay, when you report the date, you report as the number and the word 日. Okay, as in 16th is 16日. cháng is ordinary, like, or you can use it as in always. So 日常 is like daily, the daily routine you are having. 生活 is life. Okay, 生, as you have learned before, it can mean born, and 活 is live. So 生活 means life. Okay, like born and then to live. So it means that the noun is life. Okay, zhong you have learned this as in 中国, which means middle or central. So 中 is like in, the preposition in. Okay, so it is to say in daily life. 日常生活中. Li is leave, but when it's combined with kai, it becomes 离开, means to leave, okay, to move away from something. Okay, and to say 离不开 is to say you can't leave something. Okay, and then cha, as I said, is tea. So the whole sentence, 人们日常生活中离不开茶, in direct translation is people's daily life. In people's daily life, they can't leave tea. Okay, in other words, it is a part of Chinese people's daily life. We can use this kind of phrase quite often. It is quite a formal way of saying it is part of something. Okay, my life, I can't leave tea or some hobbies away. So in this sentence, it's trying to say it is a part of Chinese's daily life. So let's see what Xiaoling has to say next. She says, introducing new knowledge, she says, Chinese tea may be classified into 5 categories in general. In Mandarin, it is 中国的茶通常分为5种. There's only one new word here, but new usages. So let's look at the new words first. This is 种. Okay, 种 means type. Okay, like types of things, not the kind of type as in typing new words, but the referring to the different types of things. This is the pinyin 种, and the radical is this one, what's on the left there. So the arrangement is horizontal because you have left and right components. Let's look at how to write 种. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strokes for this word. Okay, 中国的茶, it means Chinese tea. Alright, you can also say 中国茶, it's the same. But to say 中国的茶, it has the quality of possessing. So 中国 is possessing tea. So 中国的茶, it has a stronger feeling of possessing its tea. Okay, 中国茶, it's more of Chinese tea in general. Okay, 通常 means general. So you have learned 通 as in 普通话, which is Mandarin, but 普通 means common. So 通, it has the meaning of general or commonly used things. Okay, so 通常 means in general, or we can say usually. Okay, because you have learned that cháng, it also means always or usually. So 通常 in this context, it means general or usually. Okay, 分, you have learned this as in minute, but it can be used as in splitting. So 分为 is to say it's being classified or being splitted into 5 categories. Okay, 为, you have learned this as in 因为. Okay, but in this context, it has the meaning of become. So you have learned the other word 成. So 成为 it means become. So 为 it also has the meaning of become. So 分为 is like being splitted and become. 5 categories, 五种. So as I said, 种 is types or it can be categories. So the whole sentence, it has the meaning of Chinese teas, usually split into 5 categories. In proper English, it is Chinese tea may be classified into 5 categories in general. Okay? So you might need to pause and think about this whole sentence a bit, but don't worry, we'll have more of these sentences so you can get familiar with it. So as long as you continue learning Chinese, you'll master the language eventually. Alright? So let's see what Kevin has to say next. So he asks, which 5? 哪五种? Okay, you have learned individual words again. So 哪 means which, and 五种 is 5 types. So to ask 哪五种 is to ask which 5 types. Okay, so 种 you can regard that as a quantifier. Okay, so whenever you ask a question of which involves 哪, it involves a quantifier, and in this case 种 is acting as a quantifier. Okay, so Xiaoling explains there are green tea, black tea, oolong tea, flower tea, and compressed tea. So in Mandarin, it is translated as 绿茶, 红茶, Oolong 茶, 花茶, 紧压茶. Okay, there are quite a few new words here, so let's look at them one by one. The first one is wu. Wu means black, or sometimes in old texts it can mean void or empty, but it is quite an old Chinese usage. Okay, this is the pinyin wu, and the radical is this one, so the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write wu. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 4 strokes for this word, wu. You may have seen this word as in ya, but ya, the right hand side, I mean the radical, it has a dot here. But for this word, it doesn't have a dot here. So when it has a dot here, it means a bird, which is another word. The next word is lóng. Lóng means dragon. Okay, so you know how to say dragon and phoenix already. Okay, this is the pinyin lóng, and the radical is itself, so the arrangement is simple. Let's look at how to write lóng. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 strokes for this word, lóng. So in this slide that you have learned Oolong. Okay, Oolong cha is oolong tea, which is a half fermented tea. And then the next word is hua. Hua means flower. Okay, this is a pinyin hua, and the radical is this one. The arrangement is complex because you have top and bottom component, and for the bottom component you have left and right components. Let's look at how to write hua. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7 strokes for this word, 花. You may have noticed this radical quite a lot. It is not only used in flower, but also tea. Okay, what's on top there? So as I have said before, this radical is usually used for plants, usually the grassy ones, like those soft ones, not the hard ones. So as you may have imagined, hua, it is a plant and it's a soft part of the plant, so that's why it's using this radical. And for tea, it is made of tea leaves, so it is a soft part of the plant. So that's why this radical is also used in the word cha, because it is made of leaves. Okay, the next set of word is 紧压. Okay, 紧 means tight or tightly. Okay, this is the pinyin 紧, and the radical is this one. What's at the bottom there? The arrangement is complex because you have top and bottom components, while the top components, it has left and right components. Let's look at how to write 紧. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 strokes for this word, 紧. The next word is 压. 压 means pressure or to compress. This is the pinyin 压, and the radical is this one. What's wrapping at the top left component here? So the arrangement is enclosure because the radical is wrapping what's inside this one. Let's look at how to write 压. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6 strokes for this word. Okay, let's look at the whole sentence. It is just a number of tea types. So 绿茶, it shouldn't be any problem for you. As you have learned before, 绿 means green, as in traffic light. You know it as 红绿灯. So 绿 is referring to the green light there. So 绿茶 here, it means green tea. And 红茶 is actually black tea. Okay, 红, as you have learned before, is red, but when it's being translated in English, we know it as black tea. Okay, but in Chinese, it is 红茶. In literal translation, it's red tea, but we don't have that in English. Okay, Oolong cha should be straightforward. Oolong tea. Okay, so just a bit of knowledge for this one. 绿茶 is the non-fermented tea. Oolong cha is the half-fermented tea, and then 红茶 is fully fermented tea. Okay, and 花茶 is flower tea. There shouldn't be any problem because you have just learned 花 is flower, cha is tea, so it's flower tea. And then 紧压茶 is compressed tea. Okay, 紧 is tight, and then 压 is pressure or compressed. So 紧压 means tightly compressed tea. So in other words, it means compressed tea. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. You have learned quite a few new words here. Specifically, you have learned origin, types, in general, and some other new words such as, let me just change this one. Okay, here are all the new words that you have learned in this lesson. Specifically, you have learned how to say origin, life or daily life, live and leave, okay, types or categories, and also how to say in general with the words that you have learned before. And you have learned also one important preposition, which is quite generally used in locations and destinations, so it can be used to replace at, 在 or from, 自. Okay, so tea, you have learned a few types of new tea. So they are the black tea, green tea, oolong tea, compressed tea, and flower tea. Okay, so next up, we'll talk about color, okay, because in this lesson you have learned the color of the tea and the types of the tea. So let's dive deeper into the colors so you know how to report colors. So next one will be a very useful one. So I'll see you in the next video. And again, I won't forget to thank you for watching. 谢谢，再见。